to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, home to the Toledo Rockets. A full house is in store, and so too a terrific matchup in this one. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Bowling Green Falcons. Squaring off with another team from the back, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Falcons will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Toledo Rockets offense takes the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
To the air, it's Gleason. Quickly to the tight end. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
The give to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Rockets are moving quickly down the field. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Torres. Tackled immediately after the catch. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. 10th play of the drive coming up. At this time, a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Rockets will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Falcons offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Stewart. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bazelak. Finds a tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Flips it out in the flat. Makes a catch and knocked down. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw it again. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the 1st points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rockets offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there.
Oh, look out! At the 30. Inside the 10. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Rockets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Gleason. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Toledo.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Fires to the tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Stewart. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They're getting this guy lathered up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Here's the handoff. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Back to pass. It's Bazelak. Got his man in the middle. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. And the Falcons will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they've got to stop the bleeding right now.
Let's see what they have in the bag on third and short from their own 18. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They're bringing heat. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Falcons send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Scanning the field, it's Gleason. Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The quick out. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll throw on third and short. Getting some heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Trying to find his man on first down. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Basilak. He's right on target. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. Fires left. Makes a connection. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Bazelak. He lofts one down the sideline. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off-play action on first down. Looking down the middle. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Barges ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Defense going all in to stop the run. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Jumped on top of the pile. It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The Rockets will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets a block. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Bazelak. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Falcons line up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Rockets offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Going up top on first down. Brings it in down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Newton.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the field goal unit is on the field. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the ground, it's Stewart. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The defense was asking for that penalty immediately, and they got it. Offensive pass interference waves off the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Gleason. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. He'll just keep slinging it. A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. On the run, it's Stewart. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Bazelak. It's complete on the right side. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hogan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, going up top. Trying to get to him. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him, and they convert. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, BG.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's good, and now the defense will try to hang on to this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. They're trying to get to him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The sure hands, it's Stevens. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, looking to pass. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the quarterback takes a knee.